Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Tooth Reacts. I am The Tooth and I react mostly to music, occasionally to other things, although I haven't worked out how to get around the copyright people and get those videos onto YouTube yet. So stuff that is not music video related will be found on my Patreon channel, as will all of the videos that are here, and they are always released on Patreon first, so you can see them there ahead of time if you wish to. So today, Thursday, I'm going to do something a bit different. It's Throwback Thursday for the month of November. So I'm going to play a song that means something to me as an individual. And I'm actually, because this is my channel and I can do what I want, I'm going to play two versions of the same song, because I think it's a great song, and I want to introduce this song and this band to you. Um, so the first version I'm going to play is from a charity record that the band performed on. Um, so it's a studio stripped back version. The second version will be a live version. The only time I personally have ever seen this band play this song live, and I'll explain some of the background of that live performance once we get there. The song is from a band called Marah, and the title of the song is The History of Where Someone Has Been Killed. Um, I want to try to keep this video as short as possible, even though I'm playing the same song twice. So we'll go straight into the studio stripped down version of the song now. So let's give it a listen.
There was a dumpster in an alley. It looked like a black bear in the road. There was a stain of blood in a Sixers cap, and the stench of piss and beer. There was a distant glow of lamplight from a half a block away. There was the ghost of greed, the ghost of fury, and the ghost of fear. There was a charred spot in the gutter that would slick up in the rain. There was a half-tin can, and it'd been burned over the brand. There were windows painted in plywood, warehouses closed forever. And the every night mosquitoes with no intent to land. Well, there came an old dog with a slow gait, with a bad limp and a hunger. There were some pigeons on a wire. They were open-eyed and still. There was an aura to the whole place, as if someone else was lurking. Such is the history of where someone has been killed. Well, there came a siren in the distance, and as it faded into uptown, well, there was a push and there was a shove, somebody going down. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So that is the history of where someone has been killed by Marah. Um, Very peaceful, melodic song, as I'm sure you noticed. It's been a while since I listened to that, and I just realized that it wasn't actually recorded in a studio. It was a live show, but it was a charity show. I can't remember the exact details of it. It's a very long time ago. Now we're going to go into the live version. Um, this show was in 2007 and was about 10 months after my mother had died. Anyone who watched my video a couple of weeks ago um, about with the same band, the song Dishwasher's Dream, knows that my mother was my best friend. And we went to watch this band together, and then she sent me off to Spain shortly after that to watch the band play a couple more times, which is the first time I'd ever seen a band outside of my home country. Um, and this was a year later. After my mother had passed away, I went to Spain for 3 days to watch Marah play 3 shows in 3 nights in 3 different cities. They played in Valencia, in Zaragoza, and in Barcelona. And this particular song is not only the last song of the night, it's also the very last song of the tour that they were on at the time in Barcelona. Um, my recollection was the venue had about 1,000 people that night, so it was a really, really good crowd. Um, it was also the last time that this particular band with this exact lineup ever performed together, with the exception of one appearance some months later where they were on the Late Show with Conan O'Brien. They performed a couple of songs to promote a new album and their latest tour. And immediately after the performance, half the band quite literally quit and walked away, which meant the tour had to be cancelled and they lost a chance to really make it to the big time. That was internal band politics. I never did find out exactly the cause because if they wanted to tell me, they would. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is also quite literally the first time in my life I ever danced at a rock show. And to date, I've still only ever danced at Marah shows. I'm sure when I get to watch The Warning that will probably change, but so far this is the only band that has ever made me dance. And now let's get into the live version of the history of where someone has been killed. the fifth encore of the night. And that's me, right behind the cameraman. guy with harmonica is also playing drums. Now he's going for a walk. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The difference between a recorded or normal version of a song and a band leaving everything they have on stage. Um, this show, every show I ever saw from this band was full on, full energy, just like this one. That's why I love this band so much. From the videos I've seen of The Warning, it's why I love them so much. Obviously, the audio quality of this video isn't great, um, simply because this was shot on a handheld camera back in 2007. It is before the days of smartphones. I think even my pathetic old smartphone has a much better camera than this was shot on. But yeah, I love bands that go on stage and give absolutely everything they've got. And this was one of the most amazing nights, probably one of the best shows I've ever been to in my life. If you haven't heard of Marah, probably you haven't, most people haven't. I highly recommend checking them out. Um, Unfortunately, most of the videos you can find are fan shot videos. A lot of them shot by the same guy that did this one, a guy called Paul Murphy. Um, he and his friend actually drove me around Spain on this trip from place to place, and I met them on this trip and became really good friends with them. Definitely check them out. I'm going to leave links to both these videos in my description below, like I always do. That's going to be everything for now. Um, if you want to support me on Patreon, please head over there. The link for that will also be in the description. The first 20 Patreons that sign up will get a chance to have a free signed copy of my book that I wrote, a book that describes in detail this show that I've just played the end of, um, and the other 30 plus shows I traveled to watch Marah. Basically, everything I did to get to them, the stupid things that happen when I'm traveling from place to place, lots of silly adventures. Um, One of the first 20 Patreons will get a copy of that book sent to them free of charge wherever you happen to be in the world. Um, but I'm going to have to leave it there for now. Normal service will be resumed. Tomorrow will be Fan Request Friday, so there'll be some videos recommended by fans. Probably there'll be something from the Warning, um, maybe a few other bands as well. I'm going to see how many I can actually manage to find time to film. But that's it for today. Thank you for supporting me. Uh, if you've made it this far in this video, I really, really appreciate that, especially because I know that most people are here just for the Warning so far. But yeah, check out Marah, check out their music, and if you have recommendations of other bands you'd like me to watch, just let me know. Have a good day, and until the next one, tooth out.